So you may notice that I'm actually doing a different style of kata behind me. Normally I do Shotokan katas, but I thought I'd take up the challenge and learn a different style by learning it on YouTube to prove that actually if I can learn a kata or a couple of katas on YouTube, so can you. So in this short video, there will be a few simple steps that will make learning a kata off YouTube so much easier, whether it's a brand new kata or you're still trying to get to grips with the current kata. So if you head over to our Facebook and Instagram reels, you'll actually see that I had a one-to-one lesson with Max, who is one of the England regional coaches, and he took me through two different katas, Anan and Anan Dai. But before these lessons, I actually set myself that challenge of trying to learn them on YouTube. Now, it wasn't easy. It took me quite a few attempts to get to grips with 2 or 3 moves. So this is why this breakdown is going to be a simple way for you to go away and practice, but it's all about being patient and gradually learn the kata with these simple steps. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you just joined us, you are watching Norwich Karate Academy. Be sure to check out all our other videos, and while you're there, click the subscribe button to keep up to date with all our content. So the first step is actually quite a simple step and very straightforward. Watch the kata several times on repeat over and over again. This way you'll actually start to get an idea of the shape of the kata, how long it is, where you might be doing certain techniques, and it's actually a really good way to get ahead before you actually start trying to learn each individual technique. See the whole kata for what it looks like several times, and that way you'll be amazed by what you can actually pick up when you start learning each technique. So the next bit of advice would be you actually trying to follow along to the kata on YouTube. Now this is where you should probably look to pause and replay over and over again. So then that way you can focus on 1, 2, maybe 3 techniques at a time. Some techniques might be quite straightforward. Some techniques will be new to you and require a bit more detail, which is where you can analyze this and practice it over again so you get used to doing the kata. There's no point in rushing through the kata and trying to learn it in a short space of time. If you take each move at a time, you're going to actually find the benefit of learning the kata is actually going to be much higher compared to trying to cram everything in a short space of time, where you will rush the kata and you might not understand what each technique is required and how it should be performed. Just a quick reminder, keep up to date with Norwich Karate Academy by clicking that subscribe button. So now the next bit of advice is quite a straightforward one. Use a big screen. Using a big screen is going to be so much easier to follow along, and you are going to see things so much more clearly. As well as that, if it's a big screen, you're going to be using a big device, which means it's not going to be such a faff trying to pause or rewind certain parts that you might want to see again to make sure that you can practice those bits properly when you do the katas. And finally, don't be afraid to ask your instructor or your coach for advice. Now, learning a kata on YouTube means it's probably not going to be perfect, but with your instructor's advice, who's had plenty of experience on these katas, they will be able to guide you on how to perform certain techniques, maybe make a few changes and a few tweaks to then you further your understanding of your kata. Therefore, when you go and practice your kata on your own, you then understand, and you can even relate the little points your coach has made to the video, and therefore your kata will only get better the more you practice it. So there you have it. If I can learn katas off YouTube, sort of, then you can as well, with these very easy, simple steps. So if you are trying to practice a kata, follow these simple steps and you might find it a bit easier to learn a kata on YouTube. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.